Gotta love a man who can just communicate. Just tell us how you feel, Freddie.
I know, we don't have to go around the bush, you know?
Yeah, you don't want to go around the bush.
Oh my God.
It's beating around the bush, Sarah.
Sorry, beating. I'm still caught up with the whole Lady Gaga Christmas
I know,
tree.
you're on the Lady Gaga Christmas tree thing. Welcome to the Rom-Com Rewind podcast.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Devin.
And like you, I love rewatching movies over and over again.
You're here with us. You love romantic comedies, and we do as well.
So this is a show where we rewatch rom-coms, break them down a bit for you, maybe take a peek behind the curtain, dig beneath the surface, and decide, does it still hold up?
Today we have Christmas with You. And if you're listening to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, there's subscribe and follow buttons, and there's also review buttons. We would love our Christmas gift that you could give to us would be a review. We would love to see you do a review for us, RCR fan, because that helps more people find us. And if you hear anything on this podcast that you want to reach out about, you want to talk to us about, we're very accessible. Or at least 50% of us is very accessible. Sarah responds to 100% of our Instagram DMs. We have a message from Serena. She said, love your podcast. I discovered it in the past few months and already in my top 5. Oh, she did one of those Spotify Wrapped things. It's so cool when people like show us their Wrapped and we're in like their top.
I know, I love it. I think it's so cute.
It's so cute.
And, sorry, it's not cute. It's special to us anyway. Because we're very, very, very thankful that you guys listen to us because we couldn't do it without you.
Oh, and it's funny when like you see like legit podcasts. There's like Girls Gotta Eat, important people. And then there's us, and we're like, we don't belong here. But thank you for listening to us as much as them. It's really awesome.
It's really cool.
She said, I love the quick facts and the games you play throughout. And I always laugh out loud at some point while listening. Oh my gosh. She wants to, Save the Last Dance is one that she wants. She also wants Center Stage.
Yes.
I don't know. Okay, so like back in the day, Julia Stiles' big like epic dance at the end of that movie, I think we all thought it was fantastic.
Absolutely, we did.
If we watch back now,
I might be a little bit cringe.
it might be horrible. I don't know.
Like it might be one of those where like I have secondhand embarrassment watching Julia Stiles do her dance at the end of Save the Last Dance. Like, I don't know. I'm excited to rewatch it though because I feel like I'm very interested to see how things have changed since the movie came out.
And that's the beautiful thing about this podcast. You have this nostalgic thing in your mind of like, oh man, she was amazing. And I saw a clip on TikTok recently. I'm like, oh my God, is this just amazing in my own mind? And collectively, all of our mind, I think we need to revisit it. Yeah. So we're going to put that on the list, Serena. And if you want to reach out like she did at Romcom Rewind on Instagram. Christmas with You is a 2022. It's brand new. It's a Netflix romantic comedy. It's the story of Miguel, played by, ladies and gentlemen, RCR fam. It's the return of Freddie Prinze Jr. He's a single father. I was expecting some woos from the crowd.
Woo!
Thank you. He's a single father to Christina, played by Deja Monique Cruz. His daughter, Christina, does an Instagram video singing along to Angelina, who's played by Amy Garcia. Now, Angelina is teed up as a pop music megastar who has maybe turned the corner on her career a little bit, on the downswing, let's say, kind of living off her former hits and glory days. Think of like a Christina Aguilera or a Katy Perry or a J-Lo kind of vibe. Angelina is on the verge of getting dropped by her label. She kind of needs a new song. She needs a new hit. And just a new something. And after witnessing this video from Christina that ends up getting posted on Instagram, Angelina decides to go and visit her young fan for the holidays. This is where she meets Miguel, realizes he quietly writes songs and might have a holiday hit on his hands. And that's kind of your lead-in for Christmas with You. What are your thoughts?
I really think this could be the one, Mo. The song or the music teacher?
I was really happy to see Freddie Prinze Jr. back.
Oh, I know.
It was really nice. I mean, I will say it's such a funny concept because, I mean, as we get older, the stars and the heartthrobs that we had when we were younger are also getting older. And it was a little bit like, I was like, oh shit, he's getting older. And he's not old, but it just like, it took me back. Like, I was like, oh, oh yeah, I guess, there's a little bit of gray hair there, or there's, like some wrinkles. I think he was good in it. I don't know if there was strong writing for him per se in this one. I will say up front.
Yeah.
It's got some Hallmarky vibes to it, or like made for TV vibes to it. It's a cute watch. It's you can bake cookies while watching it, or if you're into, or if you like want, some sing along Christmas movie, like it's fun.
Could you sing along to the lyrics?
Okay, no, I couldn't.
The main song.
Let me just. Well, yeah, if you turn subtitles on.
Yeah. Oh my God, Sarah loves the subtitles.
I do love subtitles.
There can be no Christmas without you. I've tried to hide
Yes, it's
this
been
love.
stuck
How
in
the
my
fuck do
head.
I know the lyrics more
It's
than
been
you?
stuck in my head.
Has it? Because you
Yes.
couldn't sing along to it.
Well,
I could.
don't sing.
There can be no Christmas
You
without
sing.
you.
Yes. Yeah, no, I mean, it was a cute watch.
Yeah.
It's not one that I would like. It's not one I would watch every year, if I'm being completely honest.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
just, it is what it is.
I think I actually like this one more than you.
I think you do.
So this, Devin's classic food analogies. You ready for this?
Yes, I'm waiting.
This movie is like a cost-effective bottle of wine.
Oh, yeah.
What I mean is that
A boxed wine?
it's a wine that you need to aerate for like, give it 30 minutes, because
Well,
the
at
first the first 30 minutes of this movie I was like, it's a little bit to get through, and then once you like, I rolled my eyes a few times, I'll admit, and then once you get past that, once you get the vibe, once you let it simmer, once you let it sit there in a decanter for 30 minutes, it starts to become really pleasant and sometimes charming. And really, once we get Angelina and Miguel, once we get Freddie Prinze Jr. with Amy Garcia, then I start to feel this movie move forward in a really nice way.
Yeah, I think, yes. Once it got to the point where they actually were like the meet cute and the intermingling and all of that.
Oh,
yes.
intermingling, yeah.
I think that, yes, the movie picked up a little bit.
And it is, you're right, it's a Pop-Tart holiday rom-com situation. It's of the Hallmark vibe. I do agree the writing was not awesome. We can talk more about that in a bit. It's really, to me, it's like Freddie Prinze Jr. is back, and then it's a good jumping off point for some other people. Let's dive in.
Okay. So like you said, Angelina, she's a pop star, massive pop star. And supposedly she's becoming irrelevant. And to become more relevant, she needs to come out with a Christmas song. Because that right there, folks, makes you more relevant, coming out with a Christmas song. Yeah. Around Christmas. Yes.
It is, Kay. It is a thing, though. Like, people do make...
Yes. But you're not relevant, and then you come out with a Christmas song. Like, I think of, like, Backstreet Boys and, like, their Christmas album. They were relevant when they came out with it. But, like, I had all their CDs, but I didn't have their Christmas one.
Who did, hold on, is it NSYNC or Backstreet Boys? There is one holiday album that's like...
Backstreet Boys. They had a really good one.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holiday. Is that not NSYNC?
It might be NSYNC. I don't know. I loved them both.
Oh, that is NSYNC.
It is NSYNC?
That is the superior holiday song, Sarah.
I agree. It is on in all the retail stores hundreds of times.
Because it's a new classic. That's fantastic.
But like, it's so... Christmas songs for me are just such an interesting thing, because you have like the old school classics, and I think it's really hard to become one of the new Christmas songs and like make it count and make it last forever.
You're right.
I think the only person who has done that...
Oh, I'm going to challenge you so much on this. Keep going. I don't even know what you're about to say.
Well, okay. And this is an unpopular opinion. I don't like Mariah Carey.
Okay. No, it's
don't.
not that unpopular, but yeah, okay.
Honestly, I just can't do it. But All I Want for Christmas Is You is a good tune. It's a good song. And it literally is the greatest of all time holiday 100 songs on Billboard.
Oh, so you have the
Yes.
100 songs in front of you.
Yes, I'm going to do top 5, but I will come out and say it's already number 1.
No. Control F, search Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Where does it fall on the list? I need to know.
Okay, hold on. Number 64.
64?
Yes.
That is blasphemous, Billboard.
I'm just saying.
I'm
It's
actually
smushed. It's
disgusted.
smushed actually between number 65, which is I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus by the Jackson 5, and 63, Deck the Halls by Nat King Cole.
Okay, I just need to know, because we're talking new classics. Go Mistletoe,
Okay.
Justin Bieber. That's gotta make the list.
Mistletoe by Justin Bieber is number 17.
Number 17. Okay,
Yes.
that's a new classic, guys.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Okay, so top 5, just for all for all of you listening.
Can I guess?
Sure. I don't think you're going to get them. but-
Elvis Blue Christmas.
No.
Okay, all right, just go.
Okay, so number 5 is A Holly Jolly Christmas by Earl Ives.
Burl Lives, yeah.
Then we have number 4, The Christmas Song, Merry Christmas to You by Nat King Cole.
Yeah.
Which like super classic.
I would have guessed these for sure.
Well, you kind of just copped out and said, oh, okay, just tell me.
Well, you told me I couldn't get it, so I
Number
stopped.
3, Jingle Bell Rock by Bobby Helms.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 is Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree by Brenda Lee. Number 1 is Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Sarah forgets that I have, from time to time, had work relations with a
Yes.
radio station that switched to all Christmas.
I know, this is true.
I've been through the gauntlet, Sarah. I know what's important and what I hear every 3 hours on the hour, and it's fucking Rocking Around the Christmas Tree. It's Holly Jolly Christmas.
Yeah.
Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire is probably in the top 20 for sure. Like, that's...
Yeah, one of my faves by Andy Williams is It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year.
Oh my
and
God.
that's number 7. And number 6 is Feliz Navidad. So
Yes. Oh, for sure.
there you go.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. You got the Home Alone movie too,
Yeah.
so that gave it a little bit of extra action. So what Angelina
Yes.
is looking for here is she's looking for a new Justin Bieber Mistletoe classic.
Totally.
Number 17 on Billboard 100.
Yeah.
That's a new classic, ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen.
Let me see what like the most recent new classic is.
Sia had one just a couple years ago, Snowman or something like that.
See a Snowman is not on here.
What? This list is crazy.
Well, it's Billboard.
God, I didn't think on this pod that I would be the more like aggressive Christmas music lover.
You got to think like it's Christmas of all time.
Yeah, I think Sia should be on the list somewhere.
Well, you can bring it up with Billboard.
I'll get their people to talk to my people.
Run DMC is even on here.
Oh, Christmas in Hollis is a great
Yes.
tune. That is.
Number 8, they made it 97.
That's a good tune, though. I do like that
Yeah.
one. Disney Plus did a holiday special just this year, and they to promote it, they're like, Run DMC is back with Christmas in Hollis, because it's like the first time they did it live in years.
Wow. Yeah, you got Katy Perry, you got Gwen Stefani with Blake Shelton. Like just to name some like more recent. Jonas Brothers, more like Michael Bublé, I'm sorry, is like I would say there's 4 or 5 songs here.
Can we do a little shout out to the most uncomfortable new Christmas song?
Oh yeah.
Christmas Tree by Lady Gaga. Do you know this one?
No.
I'm going to read the lyrics real quick. And if there are children around, please get them away from the podcast. The whole premise is that like I think it's somebody like going down on her.
I think
Like,
I
ho
may have
ho,
heard
under the
this.
mistletoe. Yes, everybody knows we will take off our clothes. Yes, if you want us to, we will. Oh, a Christmas. My Christmas tree is delicious. Right. The Christmas tree
Oh my
is
God.
you know.
Talk about some watermelon sugar.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the premise of this.
She's a little bit more upfront about it though.
Is she? Her Christmas tree is her
I'm guessing
female package. What's
it's a little bush.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't even know what's happening with that song. I've heard it a few times. I'm like,
Christmas
I don't know exactly what we're getting at here. I don't like it though.
Oh, how prickly.
Wow. Yes. Exactly. So yes, Angelina.
Oh, God.
Angelina's looking for a hit song.
Make a Christmas song. Christmas songs are good for business.
It's not happening. It's not like the record label is gonna drop me because I don't want to Jingle Bell Rock. Are you serious?
Right. She also doesn't like Christmas because it was around the time that her mother had passed away. So she's very reluctant to do a Christmas song. And then there's also this up and coming pop star Cherry. And she seems to be more relevant than she is. And she's beginning to take all of her magazine covers, her spots on the billboards and that kind of stuff. And then we have Christina, who is a teenager and her father is Miguel. But Christina puts together a little video of singing one of Angelina's songs and puts it on Instagram. Her dad plays guitar. You don't see him in the Instagram video, but he is there.
No matter where you go, I'll always keep you with me. That song was by Angelina.
And
which I just realized is probably because
he actually can't play.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because,
you don't
spoiler
see him
alert,
play anytime else.
well, you see him play a little bit of piano and then it shoots to wide shots and you're like, oh, Freddie Prinze Jr. cannot play what we're hearing right now. That became very evident to me, so he probably can't play guitar either.
That's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
I just thought of it right now, that he's not in the shot because...
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, it does make sense. And so Angelina decides that she's going to go there for Christmas because she needs to get away. She has writer's block. She needs to feel some inspiration. And she thinks that, seeing a fan will help her. And Christina, in her video, does say that her mother passed away a few years ago. And Miguel, who is her father, is a solo parent and is, of course, supporting his daughter, Christina.
Mm-hmm. So, she gets called to the principal's office. It happens to be the same school that her dad, Miguel, works at as the music teacher.
Yep.
So they both go into the principal's office together and they meet pop megastar Angelina.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
It's super exciting. Christina's like over the moon happy, and they take a selfie, which was Christina's Christmas wish, and they're about to head out, but of course it starts snowing and the roads are all shut down because, people can't drive in the snow. Christina invites them over for dinner.
Well, and Miguel says, you can't drive in this, first of all. You can't go back into the city. It's a storm. So, yeah, Angelina just keeps on saying yes. Her assistant is there and is kind of like, are we staying? She's like, yeah, we're staying. Let's just go.
We should get on the road.
Oh, you don't want to drive in this.
Since you're stuck here, why don't we have dinner at my house?
So,
she's also sad all the time.
Who?
Angelina?
Oh,
yeah.
Dude, there's an
mopey.
opening.
I would say mopey.
There's an opening montage to this film that's so tough. It's just fans screaming her name, and she's just looking longingly to the side of the camera all the time. When you're not looking at the camera, you're looking over the camera's shoulder. Always just sad looks.
So they go in and have dinner, and Christina shows them their music room, and Angelina sits down and finds a piece of sheet music that Miguel has written, because he actually does write his own music as well as being the music teacher at school.
He's the music teacher. He used to have a band back in the day, he talks about, and yeah, he still writes music. And Angelina immediately starts
What's this?
Oh, that's nothing.
This is just the verse. Where's the hook?
Well, I'm still working on it.
I could help you with this.
She kind of takes him outside to have a conversation of, hey, you know what? I straight up, full transparency, I need a hit. I need a holiday hit. I can't write anything. And you have the bones of a great song. So we should finish writing this together. You end up with a little bit of money in your pocket at the end of the day. Maybe you can pay for, Christina's post-secondary education. And I get the song that I need. And they agree. So here's the thing. They don't say it outright. But in this situation in the music industry, it's extremely common that more or less she offered Miguel songwriting credits, which would give him royalties to the music, right?
Right.
So what do you think? Ooh. And 3 Christmas songs are on this list. What do you think are the biggest paid out music royalty songs? Because this is a big thing right now. Jason Aldean, just all these musicians are selling their music catalogs for hundreds of millions of dollars to companies that basically sit on them, assuming that if I pay you $100 million right now,
right,
and we have the royalties for the next 50 years, I'll eventually make my money back.
Right.
And in the meantime, this artist has enough change to, set himself up and his kids up for life.
So, okay, what genre of music?
So we have a few rock, a few just classics, and a couple Christmas songs.
Okay, so any Frank Sinatra?
No, Sarah, but you're on the right track.
Okay, any Elvis?
No Elvis.
Okay,
but there are songs, I think one of them was redone by Elvis.
Okay, the Beatles?
Yes.
Okay.
Yesterday by the Beatles is number 4. Oh, no, that's number 4 on the list.
Okay.
It's paid out $30 million in royalties. There's actually, there's a little discrepancy here because both Paul McCartney and John Lennon were fighting over who the actual songwriter was for a long time. Yeah, just a fun fact.
Okay. Bing Crosby?
Yeah, okay. So we've got White Christmas, which I'm pretty sure was Bing
White
Crosby.
Christmas, yes.
How about I
okay.
just give them to you? So we
Okay,
got
okay.
The Christmas Song,
Okay, yeah.
which has been redone by my
billion
boys
people.
NSYNC, Justin Timberlake, Garth Brooks. Pretty Woman,
Oh.
Roy Orbison. Then we got Sting, Every Breath You Take.
No.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, how much for that one?
So that one, Sting receives about $730,000 a year in royalties, mostly because, do you remember P. Diddy
Yes.
did that song "I'll Be Missing You"?
Yeah.
He takes the lyrics to "Every Breath You Take."
Okay.
So I think that kind of doubled up on the amount of payout that he gets. Because really,
That's
every
helpful.
time somebody plays P. Diddy, "I'll Be Missing You,"
Right, it's
Sting makes a little bit of
also-
money too.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Santa Claus is Coming to Town, classic.
Oh, absolutely classic.
That one's made over $25 million.
Jeez Louise.
Stand By Me, which is another classic.
Good classic.
That's another one that was redone a few times. Yesterday by the Beatles, we talked about Unchained Melody. You've Lost That Lovin' Feelin'.
okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't have expected that
No,
one.
me neither.
White Christmas, like you said,
yeah.
$36 million
my
in
God.
royalties. But the number one song, I can't believe you didn't get this.
Oh, you're gonna say it, and I'm gonna be like, of course it is.
Well, it's the reason why if you ever go to a restaurant and you're like, hey, it's so-and-so's birthday, they don't sing this song because it's copyrighted. So they sing
Isn't it Happy Birthday?
Happy Birthday.
Yeah.
Happy Birthday is owned by Warner Chappell, which is like a music holding company. It's a company that literally purchases royalty, like song copyright.
That's like when the Kardashians tried to copyright their name or something.
Mariah Carey just tried to copyright Queen of Christmas,
I
which
know
is
she
hilarious.
did.
But
Another
same
reason.
concept. Yeah.
I don't like her.
The Happy Birthday song pays out about $2 million a year in royalties.
Wow.
They make $2 million off that song every year.
And it's just such a simple song.
Such a simple song. I'm so afraid of them. We're not even going to sing it on the pod. We're just going to
No.
move right
Yeah.
on. So that's what Angelina and Miguel are looking for. They're not looking for like a top 10, but they're looking for something that is going to be a hit enough that she's back on the stage. Miguel's going to make a little bit of money.
Right. So Angelina tags along with Miguel and Christina to Christina's rehearsal for her quince. And at the end of the rehearsal, Christina invites Angelina to her quince the next weekend. And Angelina says yes. And in return, Angelina invites both Miguel and Christina to her annual Christmas gala as her VIPs. And you can see that, Angelina and Miguel are starting to get closer, having danced at the rehearsal, making food at home, eating dinner together, like just little things here and there, some googly eyes at each other and that kind of thing.
And the music writing, there are a few moments where they both talk about how like they never write with other people because it's such a vulnerable process. And you're really getting
I've never written music, so I don't know. I'm sure it is.
Oh, I'm sure it is too. Yeah. It's like writing anything, that creative process, letting somebody else in.
Right. And it's like so passionate, right? Like you're passionate about the craft that you do. So letting somebody else in is being very vulnerable.
100%.
They work more on the song, and Miguel brings Angelina to a festival of lights, and they have a moment. And she says, I try to hide this love inside, and he's caught by it. He literally thinks like they're gonna make out.
Yeah.
And then
She got the
says,
lyrics to the song.
That's the line we're missing. And he's like, oh yeah, for sure. That's great.
But I think I think what she was saying was true. And she was
Right.
thinking it in her mind about
her
him.
heart.
And she realized that was also the lyric.
Yes. And then I forgot to mention earlier, we have Ricardo, who is her like social media fake boyfriend. It's for show.
100%.
And Ricardo sees like a video posted of Miguel and Angelina dancing at the rehearsal, and it goes viral. And so Ricardo's like, hey, like to keep up appearances, I got to go there to kind of state my claim. So Ricardo shows up at the house, and Angelina leaves with him to go back to the city to get ready for the Christmas gala.
That's right. And she's got it's funny because this whole time, like her record label has been like, you gotta get a song. What's happening for the gala? She's been like, I'm fine. I got it. But now she actually does have a friggin' song for the gala. It's this one that she wrote with Miguel.
So Miguel and Christina, they head to the gala theater and they get all dressed up and they get to pick their outfits and hair and everything like that. And Angelina sees Miguel walking towards her in his suit. Gotta love a guy in a suit. And before they can talk, the record label guy interrupts.
Okay, it was almost my best scene just because it's so... Do you remember Falling for Christmas with Lindsay Lohan?
Yes.
when she comes down the steps in the dress.
Yeah.
Is it the same friggin' director? I didn't even check who directed this, but like Freddie Prinze Jr. walking towards the camera in like perfectly tailored tuxedo. Come on now. You guys, frame for frame, a little bit different, but you're trying to do the same thing. What you're saying is...
Isn't every Hallmark movie has a moment like that?
But I think in both of these cases, they understand the spectacle of like, they're back. Lindsay Lohan's back,
that's actually a really good point.
And we want you to swoon over the fact that they're back.
Yeah.
Freddie Prinze Jr. is back, everybody.
Yeah, he might be a little older, but he's still fine.
Oh, and yeah, they really, I that's what I felt watching that. I'm like, okay, we're doing the Freddie's back thing.
So Angelina goes on stage and she actually invites Miguel up with her to perform with her.
My best scene.
Your best scene.
I love this so much because Miguel is so, like, I never perform in front of people. They get him down in front of a camera. If you've never performed in front of people, extremely stressful situation. He flawlessly nails the piano performance, but we only see Freddie play for like 2 notes, and then it's either hands or it's just like, okay, you know when you can clearly tell that somebody is not playing the instrument? They do a lot of looking at him over the top of the piano, and he's just like vibing, and I'm like, I don't even think your hands are moving, dude. Like,
your hands.
Yeah, nothing is happening there, and you're also like, you guys figured this song out like 2 days ago. You're not looking down at your hands to remember the notes, like. People practice for like months.
Yeah, I was going to say months at least.
Live performances down, and you're just like bobbing along, looking at her. She's making eyes at you. It was a cute moment. I loved it just because, once again, like the spectacle of the moment.
So everyone's pumped about the song. They love it. Ricardo and Angelina's label both go up to her at the end, and her label. Angelina's label says, oh, you know what? Sherry's out. You're going to play on SNL tomorrow. And instead, she runs after Miguel and Christina, who have left. And she invites Miguel to go on SNL with her to be his pianist. And
it's the same day as the Kinsey.
Exactly. So he can't go. So she says, like, you know, we can go on tour together. This is just the beginning. And he says, like, am I just a pianist to you? Was it all about the song and nothing else? Because for me, it was all like, you know, for you. And he just like comes clean about it. He just like loves her, like basically tells her that he loves her. And she says like, it was about the song. I have to, you know, protect my career.
Gotta love a man who can just communicate. Just tell us how you feel, Freddie.
I know. We don't have to go around the bush, you know?
Yeah, you don't want to go around the bush.
Oh my God.
It's beating around the bush, Sarah.
Sorry, beating. I'm still caught up with the whole Lady Gaga Christmas tree.
I know, you're on the Lady Gaga Christmas tree thing. Once again, just if we forgot, a Christmas, my Christmas tree's delicious.
So Miguel ends up leaving and life continues on. Angelina got what she wanted, which was SNL, and she's, you know, back being a little bit more relevant. And back at home, the family confronts Miguel saying, we all know you liked her, and you know, we just thought you liked her too. But back at the SNL stage, Angelina realizes after talking to Sherry and Monique that she does in fact have feelings for Miguel and needs to go to him immediately, does not wait till after the SNL.
Sarah, we don't just hear that she needs to go to him. We see a montage of all the moments they spent together. There was a lot of Freddie Prinze Jr. smiling and laughing.
You're so right.
Okay, and can I just acknowledge something about this film? And we've talked about it a little bit, but like, doesn't it just feel so warm and fuzzy when actors from your childhood or that just have a nostalgic place in your heart, when they've been gone for a while and then they come back and do a thing?
Yes.
Everybody's like, oh my God, they're doing the thing again.
Oh, it's so nice to see them back. Like, I am dying for them to make, for example, this is just another example, for them to make a Mean Girls 2, but like properly.
God.
Have Tina Fey write it, have the original cast be back, and like be like Mean Moms or something. Like, how funny would that be?
Love that. If Regina George came back just to do anything, if she did a skit on SNL as Regina George, I would love Rachel McAdams for that.
Yeah, oh yeah, she'd be great. Or like even have like be the moms and have teenagers as the Mean Girls in high school, like something like that. Like a fresh take on it. I'm dying for that to happen. So I totally understand what you mean.
So I've got a bunch of different like moments that kind of feel similar to what we saw here with Freddie Prinze Jr. finally doing a romantic comedy again.
Yep.
I'm going to run through them. You give me ones that jump out to you as like, these are my top 3. I agree that these are really cool. Winona Ryder coming back and doing Stranger Things.
Yes.
Because back in the 80s and 90s, she was very, kind of in that like, not horror realm, but a little bit. She did like scary movies. She did like sci-fi.
Sci-fi. Totally. Absolutely. Yes.
So, and Stranger Things, which is honestly like a little bit of a nod to that era, having Winona Ryder as like
a mom,
a main person. A mom. Like 20 years later, and you're like, holy shit, there's Winona Ryder. Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, yes.
As Iron Man. He was gone for a long time.
He was gone for a long time, and he came back, and it was like almost a redemption story for him, I find. Absolutely. He did such a kick-ass job with Iron Man and the whole Marvel verse, I guess, Marvel universe, that props to him for sure. It was really nice to see him come back.
Beyonce, when she was doing the Super Bowl halftime show, and she brings out the other members of Destiny's Child.
Yes, I remember that. That was awesome.
That felt good.
It did. It was really nice to see.
Dave Chappelle, he was gone from 2005 until 2016. I didn't realize it was that. It was like 11 years. He was gone.
I didn't know he was gone. So that will not be on my top 3.
Oh, really?
I didn't know he was gone.
Oh my God.
I didn't know he had left. So
how did you?
Sorry.
Oh my God.
You know what? I will watch comedy if you sit me down to watch it.
You refuse to watch comedy specials with me.
Yeah. Well, I don't refuse. Anyway, moving on.
When's the last comedy special we watched?
Mostly on TikTok.
That doesn't count.
Yeah,
that's not a comedy
they're
special.
Nice short spurts.
That's 30 seconds. That's a joke.
Well, it can be up to 2 minutes.
Okay, true. It could be up to 2 minutes. Mandy Moore. She was a movie star, a musician, gone for like 15 years.
She was.
And then I like that, like, A Walk to Remember is such a heartfelt movie.
Oh, God.
And then her first
sob fest.
Yeah. And then what does she do? She finally has a comeback and she does This Is Us.
I know. Talk about, you know what? I haven't seen that show, but everyone I've talked to is like, get your tissues ready. It's, more intense than The Notebook.
The last 2 I have are Neil Patrick Harris. He basically did like Dougie Hauser.
Yes.
Chilled for like a bunch of time and then got How I Met Your Mother.
Barney Stinson for like what, 6 years, 7 years?
Probably. Yeah. And then the Spice Girls performing at the London Olympics.
Oh my God. Yes. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Because they have done stuff, but Posh Spice would never do it with them. Mm-hmm. But I'm pretty sure she performed for the London Olympics with them. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I was going to say, I will add in the addition of Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, yeah. Lindsay Lohan, Falling for Christmas.
Coming back. And she also has another one coming up.
Yeah, she does.
This year, 2023.
Irish Wish or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Yes. So, she's making a comeback. I like it. I'm here for it.
So
definitely Spice Girls at the London Olympics, because I was at that Olympics. So I definitely have to.
It's a little humble brag, a little. And by the way, I was at the Olympics.
Lindsay Lohan, and then let's go Robert Downey Jr. because he made such a great Iron Man.
There was like this interesting, like the whole like Black Sabbath, like I am Iron Man song. Robert Downey Jr. in that first Iron Man movie, that kind of felt like a rebirth moment.
Like a rebirth.
Yeah, am I being a little bit too romantic about Iron Man? Maybe it's not that deep.
Oh my God.
but I did feel that a little bit. Yeah, Spice Girls for sure. Beyonce. Dave Chappelle, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was
Chappelle
a sucker for that
sure.
comeback. The first comedy special he did when he came back, back in like 2016 or whatever. It was kind of like, wow, like he does jokes.
It took him that long to write new jokes.
Maybe.
What it is. I'm just kidding.
I just like people who like started as comedians doing stand up and then they go on to like be big in movies and sitcoms and television. And then you see Jerry Seinfeld do stand up and you're like, right, because this was what you started. This is how you started.
Yes.
And you're still
so
really
many people
good at
do.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like, it's nice to see like, oh, wow, like you're very good at this. That makes sense. This is how you started because you're good at that. Right. And you just like wrote a sitcom for 10 years. But you're like, I'm still a stand-up comedian, guys. Like, I can still do that shit. Yeah.
I do have to say, Mandy Moore, though, honorable mention for her for making a comeback for This Is Us. Because I feel like she was lost and we found her again. Like, I'm happy we did, you know?
Lost
like,
somewhere. She was out there.
Yeah. Like a little bit of, yes, I'm happy she's back.
Like, is Hilary Duff...
No.
She didn't really go away.
Like, she did Lizzie McGuire, and then she went away for like not long. Well, she did Casper, and then she did Lizzie McGuire, Disney, that whole thing. And then she went away for a few years, but not really that long.
I was going to say.
And then
and she was
in Younger, the TV show.
Yeah.
And then she's now in How I Met Your Father.
And she dated a musician. She was married to an NHL hockey player, so she was still kind of like.
And now she's married to another musician.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe the same musician. I might be thinking of the same guy, actually. But like, I feel like she's still been like a little bit around.
Oh,
she
for
wasn't
sure.
like, I'm
Yes.
gone. I'm just
No.
off on the Mandy Moore Island. You know?
No, she was not with Wilson, the volleyball.
Tom Hanks, Mandy
Tom
Moore, they were all
Hanks, yeah.
stranded on the island. We
They were
have
all
no
hanging
idea.
out there. Yeah, but no, I think Hilary Duff kind of like stayed around doing things. Okay, so back to it. It's Christina's quinceañera, and they're all dancing, and she's making her grand entrance. And who shows up but Angelina? And they all dance together happily ever after.
Was it? Yeah. And then it kind of just
so awkward.
she kisses
this
the
scene.
dad. It was also weird that it's her.
It was almost like they were on stage.
Well, it was weird that it was like Christina's like, I'm becoming a woman thing. And then Angelina just steals the stage, having like backup dancers.
Okay, the backup dancers were a lot.
Wild.
Like I was like, oh, okay. Like you came with your backup dancers.
Yeah.
And your assistant.
Oh, you can't forget about
No,
the assistant.
Definitely not. But yes, so.
You know what? It's not on my what should have been. Maybe the assistant should have found love too.
Oh, that would have been okay. Yeah, I mean, I do have. Well, I will say, you know what? She's my honorable mention, Monique.
Okay,
because she is the real deal. She does whatever Angelina wants.
Oh,
but
for
she
sure.
also tells her how it is, and I love it. Like, and she just doesn't follow her around, but like she's like. So the movie ends where Angelina and Miguel they kiss and they say, you know what, let's spend Christmas together and whatever. Their song hits #1 and yeah, they have a lovely holiday season together. Monique is also there.
just chilling for the holidays. Like,
yes. She is also with them in the end scene. Like you see the whole family together and there she is. Like
that's a great point.
She is the real deal.
Do you not have a family?
Yes. Like who needs a bodyguard when you have an assistant and, you know, she's just always there.
Just a full-time companion.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Are we on to quick facts?
We are. So the filming location for this movie was in New York City. And when Angelina and Monique walk out of the recording studio, the camera pans to show the Empire State Building. Angelina then searches for Christina's high school and says that they can drive there in a couple of hours. They arrive in front of Hugh P. Kerwin Performing Arts Center, which is in Queens and only 20 minutes away from the Empire State Building.
Wow. So this is a brand new movie. I'm assuming those are all the quick facts that you have.
Yes, there is not many at the moment.
Well, how about I'm on his IMDb right now. This film is obviously Freddie Prinze Jr.'s big comeback.
Right.
Or is it? I'm wondering if you can figure out like what his last big role was.
Okay. Well, okay, wait. Are you looking for the year or the actual role? Because the role I won't be able to tell you.
You know what? Like, why don't we go backwards? What's the most recent one that you remember?
So like a movie,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with 2003.
Yeah, okay. Okay, there's an 2004 movie that you should know.
Okay, so an 2004 movie that I should know. I won't get it. It was the height of rom-coms.
Sarah. He was with Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Oh, Scooby-Doo.
And Scooby-Doo,
It was Scooby-Doo.
2 Monsters
Scooby-Doo.
Unleashed.
Yes.
They did 2 of those.
Right, they did.
Yeah.
Yes, they did do 2 of those.
So that was in 2004.
God, that was his last big movie role.
Like, I think did you know there was a TV show called Freddie about him? Like, he was Freddie Moreno.
Oh, wow.
And I guess he was the star of the show. No idea.
I had no idea.
We have an RCR fam listener right now who was like a big Freddie fan. I'm just assuming, who's yelling at their podcast right now. Like, how
do
you guys
we not know
about
that?
Freddie?
Yeah.
Is it? So he did it. It's the short of this story is that he's done a ton of voice acting, like
Okay.
major video games, Robot
cool.
Chicken,
Okay.
Star Wars animated series. Like, he was in 70 episodes
What?
of a Star Wars animated series.
Holy shit.
And because that character is also a voice,
Mm-hmm.
in like the Star Wars universe. He was a voice in the Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker movie.
Oh, cool.
I don't think he was ever in it, but he like lended his voice.
But he was his voice when
maybe
they
like
were
a voice recording or something.
No,
not that. You're talking about when all the voices
yes,
were like
when all the past Jedi were like talking. I'm totally nerding out, but I feel like that might have been it.
Oh yes, yes. In The Rise of Skywalker, I think you're right, Sarah.
When the Jedis are all coming together, but they're all ghosts, not ghosts, but like they're all bringing power and etc. Yeah, 100%. It's got to be that.
Yeah. But that's basically what he's been doing. He's just been doing a lot of voice acting.
Well, you know what? If it pays the bills,
but
which I'm sure it does.
So remember the Clerks series, Kevin Smith, Clerks 1 and 2? There was a Clerks 3 that just came out that he was apparently in. And now this Christmas with You. So I guess he's back to like putting his face in stuff.
I was going to say he's a little bit back. We'll see what he has to do next.
We will see.
I'm
Honorable
excited.
mentions.
Okay, so I did my honorable mention. My honorable mention was her assistant.
My honorable mention is just Freddie Prinze Jr. being back. Like, I'll be honest, the acting for him was fine.
Yeah.
Similar to Lindsay Lohan falling for Christmas, like I think it's just the spectacle of somebody beloved coming back. He didn't need to nail all his lines. He didn't need to be super funny or super charming. Although I found him to be fairly charming, actually.
Oh, I agree with you. I think it was just the writing could have been a little bit stronger for him.
Writing could have been a little bit stronger, yeah. But I think the big thing for me was just like, I just wanted to see him. And I'm happy that I'm like, hey, there you are. I'm seeing you. This is exciting. This makes me feel good. This feels so warm and happy.
It brings you back.
It brings me back. And you know what? I wouldn't have wanted to see him come back in like a big, angry, dramatic role. I think I just like, I want to see another easy rom-com where Freddie Prinze Jr. finds love. I want to see an easy rom-com where Lindsay Lohan finds love.
Yeah.
Because I just want them to be happy.
Well, and you know what?
Even though it's stories.
I just want to beg for more rom-coms, you know?
Oh, I know.
Like, I'm happy that they're starting to come back, but I want good freaking rom-coms.
Good rom-coms.
You know, like good rom-coms.
Because, I mean, my What Should Have Beens is going to take a bite out of something in this movie. So let's dive into What Should Have Beens.
Okay, so my What Should Have Been, that the opportunity that they missed with dress up montages here.
Oh, with the quinceañera?
Because you know what? They had that one, like picking her dresses. They had that, they could have done Angelina picking out her wardrobe for something and, choosing, because they talk about the outfit that she wears, but like, they could have done a montage of it. They also could have done a montage when they were at the gala, when she had all those dresses. Like, just missed opportunities for Sarah to watch.
Sarah, this film was so goddamn cheesy, and you're over here like, I could have used some more cheese. I could have. It doesn't have my type of cheese. I would have loved some more of that cheese.
Well, yeah, I would have liked more cheese.
This movie was very cheesy. I would have, my What Should Have Been is just slightly better writing.
Yeah.
There really is. I find like, I never noticed it, but there is a leap that happens when it's the Pop-Tart, Hallmark style, holiday romantic comedies. That writing and like a proper studio, like Hollywood film, it's just night and day.
It is.
And the biggest thing that I found that this film did that kind of irked me a little bit is when they just need to get a plot point across.
Right.
So the dialogue becomes really robotic and it is delivered in a way that it's like, nobody would ever say that.
Yeah.
Nobody, like, like a Hallmark rom-com where like the guy sees the other guy and he's like, hey, Jeff, high school quarterback and all around great guy who left town and you're back. Wow, you're back in town. And they just, like, nobody's going to
You've
talk
been
like
gone for 7 years and you were in a car accident and now you're better. Like, yeah. I know exactly what you mean.
Hey, your old cheerleader girlfriend Stacy just works at the coffee shop 3 blocks down that way and take a right on 15th Street. What do you know? Isn't that ironic? Like, there was a scene, and it was like meant to be a heartfelt scene where Christina is singing to Instagram, and she sings the song. The song ends, and she's like, my mom passed away, and she like tells this heartfelt story. And I know, like, I know as the audience, you're supposed to be like, wow, that's really deep. And I just couldn't help but be like, nobody would say it like that. Like, that's really weird the way you delivered that.
The delivery is just immature, I think.
And
maybe.
I think like you didn't even need it because there were enough little hints through the movie.
That yes, you didn't need that explanation.
You put Freddie Prinze Jr. as a single dad caring for a girl. You kind of put 2 and 2 together. Something happened to the mom. Okay.
Right. Or it could have been a conversation that Miguel had with Angelina. like
Sure.
later on in the movie.
Yeah.
You know, oh, what happened to your wife?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Blah
so
blah
like
blah.
you're a single dad? Yeah,
Yeah.
she passed away.
Right. Like,
That's it. That's all it has to be.
Exactly.
That's more natural than a girl talking to her phone, telling the world, like,
Telling the
wow, my
world.
mom passed away and we really, I'd love
yeah.
to meet Angelina for Christmas. Like, what? And take a
That's
selfie
my
with
wish.
her. What is happening right now? It just felt a little odd. And overall rewatchability.
Okay, so my rewatchability is as follows. Chemistry 3, storyline 2.5, thirst factor 3, imagination 2, soundtrack 3.4, cheese 4, for an overall score of 2.98 out of 5.
So my rewatchability is chemistry 3 out of 5, storyline a 3.3, thirst factor a 3.1. Imagination, I kind of racked my brain if there were any similar romantic comedies to this. I gave it a 3.71. I thought it was at least a somewhat unique story. Soundtrack a 3.6. Sarah, it's an original song. It's
I
not
know. I gave it. I think a 3.4. Like, I liked the music.
It's not
it was
a hit
good.
song, but it's an original song that they made for the
Yes.
movie. Cheese, however, we plummet to a 1.7, which gives me an overall score of. Sorry, what was your overall score?
2.98.
Oh my God, I've got a 3.06.
Wow.
So close.
So close.
So
You
it's-
did like it a little bit more than I did.
Literally just a little bit. So let's call it an even 3. This has been the Rom-Com Rewind of Christmas with You. If you're listening to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever, please leave reviews and subscribe and follow so that people can find us and know more about us. And on the way, if I can give you a little tease, so we are going to take the time between Christmas and New Year's off. Just because your schedules are crazy, we're also traveling for the holidays. So we're going to reconvene first week of January, where for the first time ever, drum roll. Thank you. We're going to do a rom-com fantasy draft.
Yes, we are.
So excited for this. It's going to be something we'll be able to check in on throughout the year as well. It's kind of going to give us a nice roadmap for, and you a nice roadmap for things that are happening in 2023, because we're kind of back in the season where like movies are being released. Studios are putting out things and they're planning things far enough in advance that we can tell you about things that are on the way, which is kind of what we're using this for as well.
Exactly. Yep. I'm excited for it. It's going to be good. Thanks for listening.